Your body is sending you signals right now. And if you're over 60, you're probably ignoring them. A little stiffness getting out of bed. Groceries feeling heavier than they used to. That moment just for a second when you hesitate before standing up from the couch. You think it's just age. You think it's normal. But here's what nobody tells you. That hesitation isn't weakness. That hesitation is your body screaming for help. And within the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening and the 3 movements that will change everything. Because the truth is this, your independence isn't fading randomly. It's being stolen, slowly, silently, predictably. And the scary part, it's completely reversible. Stay with me. Let me be blunt with you. There's an epidemic happening right now in the bodies of women over 60, and it's invisible. It's not in the news. It's not on social media. But it's real. It's happening to you. It's happening to your mother. It's happening to your friends. And statistically, it's probably going to cost someone you love their independence. Let me give you the numbers, because numbers don't lie. After age 60, women lose muscle mass at a devastating rate. We're talking 1 to 2% per year. But here's the part that should alarm you: strength declines even faster than muscle size. You're losing the actual power, the actual ability to do things, at a rate that outpaces the muscle loss itself. At the same time, your bones are becoming brittle. Your bone density is declining. And according to the latest research from 2025, 1 in 2 women over 50 will experience a bone fracture due to osteoporosis in her lifetime. Let me repeat that. 50%. That's not just a statistic. That's your life. That's potentially a hip fracture, a wrist break, a spinal compression that changes everything. But wait, it gets worse. While your muscles are shrinking and your bones are weakening, something else is happening inside your nervous system. Your balance system, the thing that catches you when you trip, is becoming slower. Your reaction time is slowing down. Your body's ability to sense where it is in space, what we call proprioception, is declining. So now you have a perfect storm. Weak muscles, weak bones, slow reflexes. And that's exactly when falls happen. That's exactly when independence ends. But here's what the researchers discovered that changes everything. I want to challenge something you've probably heard your whole life. Your doctor told you to walk more. Your fitness friends told you to go for daily walks. Everyone says walking is the answer, and walking is good. Don't get me wrong. Walking is excellent for your heart, your circulation, your mood, your mental health. I'm not anti-walking, but here's what they didn't tell you. Walking alone will not save your bones. Walking alone will not stop the muscle loss. Walking alone will not train your body to catch itself when you stumble on uneven ground. That's not my opinion. That's physiology. When you walk, you're not creating enough resistance to send a signal to your muscles and bones. You're not creating stress on your bones that tells them to stay strong. You're just moving, and movement without resistance. That's activity. That's busy. But it's not strength. Think about it like this. If you want your bones to stay alive, your bones need a reason to stay alive. Muscles pull on bones. That pulling creates stress. That stress tells the bone, hey, you need to be strong. You need to be dense. You need to support this load. But when you just walk, there's not enough stress. There's not enough pull. Your bones don't get the message. A woman walked 10,000 steps a day for 20 years. Her bones still became brittle. Why? Because there was no resistance, no loading, no reason for her bones to adapt and stay strong. But take that same woman and give her 3 simple strength exercises 3 times a week, and everything changes. Her bone density increases, her muscles grow, her balance improves, her confidence returns. The difference isn't time. The difference is resistance. And I'm about to show you exactly which 3 resistance movements matter most. Let's talk about something that seems so simple, so basic that we completely overlook it. Standing up from a chair. I know. It doesn't sound like much. But let me tell you what I see in my clinic every single day. Women coming in who can't stand up without using their hands. Women who have to rock forward. Women who hesitate. Women who suddenly realize they're not sure they can get up without assistance. And they're shocked. Absolutely shocked. Because they thought they could do this forever. Standing up from a chair engages your quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thigh. It engages your glute muscles, the powerhouse of your hip. It engages deep hip stabilizers that most people have never heard of. Your hamstrings kick in. Your core comes alive. Even your ankle stabilizers wake up. These aren't just random muscles. These are the muscles that control every single essential movement in your life. Asterisk, getting off the toilet, getting out of bed, getting out of a car, reaching down to pick something up, climbing stairs, dancing with your grandchild. When these muscles weaken, something subtle happens. Your nervous system senses the instability. Your body says, I can't trust these muscles. And suddenly, you start compensating. You use momentum instead of strength. You push with your hands. You avoid activities. Your world gets smaller. And here's the part that breaks my heart. Most women don't realize this is happening until it's too late. They don't notice until they can't get up without help. And by then, they've already lost years of independence. But research from King's College, London in 2014 proved something extraordinary. When women aged 65 to 80 did structured sit-to-stand training, they showed a 34% improvement in lower body strength in just 12 weeks. And here's the key there. Fall risk dropped significantly. Their balance markers improved. Their nervous system relearned how to be stable, 0.34% improvement in 12 weeks, without a gym, without machines, without leaving their home. So here's exactly how to do this. And I want you to pay attention because form matters. The exercise, sit to stand, find a sturdy chair. Stand in front of it with your feet about hip width apart. Your toes face forward, not turned out. Your weight is evenly distributed. Asterisk, take a breath. Gently brace your abdomen. Just a little awareness. Nothing extreme. Now here's the key. You're not just bending your knees. You're moving your hips back first, as if you're reaching for the chair. Your chest stays tall. Your head stays up. Lower yourself slowly, slowly. Count to 3. Don't collapse. Control the movement. Lightly touch the chair. And I mean lightly. You're not relaxing into it. You're just confirming it's there. Then press through your heels and stand up. 2 seconds. No locking your knees at the top. Just tall, steady, standing. Start with 8 repetitions. Rest. Do 1 more set. That's enough. Do this 3 to 4 times per week. If you're worried about balance, put the chair near a wall or counter. Your hands can hover nearby. Not gripping. Just there for reassurance. As this gets easier, you can progress. First, increase to 10 repetitions, then 12. Later, slow the lowering phase to 4 seconds. That increased time under tension strengthens both muscle and bone. Why is this so important? Because it loads your hips and femur, the exact areas where fractures happen. Because it trains the exact pattern you need to recover from a stumble. And because it preserves dignity. Being able to stand up without asking for help is one of the strongest predictors of long-term independence. I've watched patients regain confidence just by mastering this movement. Not confidence from motivation, confidence from actual capability. Most falls don't happen the way you think they do. You imagine falling straight forward, or maybe backward. And yes, those happen. But the truth is, most falls happen laterally, side to side. Your body shifts unexpectedly left or right, and you don't have the lateral stability to catch yourself. Asterisk, this is the one exercise that most people skip. Not because it's hard, not because it doesn't work, but because they don't understand what it protects. The exercise is the side leg raise, and it seems deceptively simple, but it changes everything about how stable you feel on your feet. It targets the gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. I know you've probably never heard of these muscles, but every orthopedic surgeon watches these muscles closely. These muscles stabilize your pelvis when you walk. When you take a step, one leg supports your entire body weight. If these muscles are weak, your pelvis drops slightly. It's a tiny drop, almost imperceptible, but that tiny drop alters your balance with every single step. It changes how the load is distributed through your hips and knees. Over time, this contributes to knee pain, hip strain, lower back fatigue, and most critically, it reduces your ability to recover when balance is suddenly challenged. When you step on uneven ground, when you get jostled in a crowd, when you reach for something and your foot shifts unexpectedly. Research from the University of Sydney in 2016 showed that women over 65 who did lateral hip strengthening demonstrated a 41% improvement in lateral stability within 10 weeks, and their single leg balance time improved significantly. That translates directly to fewer falls and more confidence. The exercise: standing side leg raise, stand next to a sturdy chair or counter. One hand rests lightly on it, not for support, for confidence. Just knowing it's there helps your nervous system relax. Your standing leg is straight but relaxed, not locked, not rigid, just straight and stable. Your torso is tall. This is critical. No leaning forward. No leaning back, just tall and upright. Now slowly lift the opposite leg out to the side. How high? About 12 to 18 inches. That's it. Higher is not better. In fact, higher is worse. You want control. You want precision. Keep your toes facing forward. This is critical. Don't rotate. Don't turn out. Just straight. Lift for 2 seconds. Pause, then lower slowly for 3 seconds. The movement is small, but the work is deep. You'll feel it on the side of your hip, not on your thigh. If you feel it in your thigh, you're doing it wrong. Adjust. Start with 8 repetitions on one side. Rest. Switch sides. 8 on the other side. That's 1 set. Do 1 to 2 sets. 3 days per week. If balance feels uncertain, reduce the range. If fatigue sets in quickly, that's expected. These muscles are probably undertrained. Progression is gradual. First, increase to 10 or 12 repetitions. Later, slow the lowering phase even more. Eventually, when you're ready and when balance feels secure, try lifting without holding on. Why do surgeons recommend this? Because it trains pelvic control, the foundation of safe walking. Because it reduces uneven loading through your hips and knees. And because it improves balance, recovery when you're bumped, jostled, or when you step on uneven ground. Here's the truth I see over and over. Many women stop trusting their balance before it's truly gone. They avoid uneven surfaces. They shorten their stride. They hold their breath when stepping sideways. They make their world smaller. But this exercise restores trust. Not through encouragement, but through actual capability. You feel steadier because you actually are steadier. This is the exercise that ties everything together. And it's the one most people avoid, not because it's dangerous, but because it reveals weakness. When you realize how hard it is, when you can't hold your balance for more than a few seconds, when you feel how unstable you are on one leg, that's uncomfortable. That's confronting. That's real. But that confrontation, that's where change begins. The exercise is single leg standing. And from a medical standpoint, this isn't just a balance drill. This is a neuromuscular integration exercise. This is training how your brain, muscles, joints, and inner ear communicate in real time. When you trip, you don't think. You don't decide what to do. Your body reacts automatically, instantly. Your brain sends signals. Your muscles contract. Your joints adjust. All in milliseconds. But here's the problem. As you age, if you don't train these reactions, they fade. They get slower. They become less reliable. Research from the University of Pittsburgh in 2019 showed that adults over 65 with reduced single-leg balance time had a twofold increase in fall risk within the following year. Let me translate that. This one movement, this simple test of standing on one leg, predicted falls better than many imaging tests, better than many medical evaluations. This isn't about athletic ability. This is about survival. This is about automatic reactions that might save your life. Here's what I need from you. First, comment below. Tell me your age and where you're watching from. I read every single comment, and I want to know who I'm talking to. Second, try the sit-to-stand exercise today. Just once. Just 8 repetitions. Feel how it feels in your body. Notice what's happening. That awareness is where change begins. Third, if this resonated with you, if this made sense, share it with someone you love. Your mother, your sister, your friend who's struggling with balance, because this information could change someone's life. It really could. And finally, subscribe to this channel. We share clear, science-based guidance focused on preserving independence and quality of life. Quietly, carefully, with your independence in mind. Your body is still capable. Your bones can still be strong. Your balance can be restored. Your independence is not lost. But it all starts with knowing what to do and then actually doing it. Will you commit to these 3 movements? Will you invest 3 weeks and see what happens? I genuinely believe you will be amazed by what your body is capable of. Let me know in the comments. I'm listening.